I'm Wendy Capewell, an experienced counsellor and psychotherapist. I work with so many people who feel that they're the only ones struggling with the issues that they share with me. Possibly, like many of you, they feel so alone. And so the aim of this podcast is to talk to guests who have their own stories to share, their experience of the struggles that they've been through, or maybe they're continuing to live with, offering their insights as well as their inspiring journey. So let me introduce my guest. Hi, it's Wendy here. And today I don't have a guest. You've just got me. And I want to talk today about those situations where you may react maybe a little over the top to a situation. Well, other people might think that. Perhaps it's a work situation where your boss tells you, well, you were late this morning. And instead of accepting that, you kind of feel really hurt and annoyed, and you mull it over and overthink it in your brain. Or perhaps your partner makes a negative comment or doesn't give you the attention you need. Or maybe a friend lets you down at the last minute. So what is it when we feel that really strong reaction? Maybe that hurt or those reactions that we have are so strong. Maybe it's anger, maybe it's disappointment. What is it? Why do we react in such a strong way? Okay, so the chances are that these are reactions that are relate back to childhood. And when we feel that I got told off, I got into trouble for being late for work, it's that small child who was reprimanded for being late for school, being late for a meal, being late back home. And the feeling of that we experience is going to be the same as that intensity as we felt as a small child. Let's get on to relationships. You meet someone and we all want to be loved. Of course, we all want to be loved. But there can be that situation where we feel that the other person doesn't like us as much as we like them. So we're checking out constantly. Well, they said that. Their text was a bit offhand. They didn't respond to me. That look in their face. They were late for a date. Oh, they told me they couldn't meet me. All those situations, we will be feeling that uncertainty. And yes, of course, new relationships can be tricky. We're getting to know each other and we will wonder whether or not that person is going to be the one. We're planning a lot into it, but we're worried that maybe they won't like us as much as we like them. However, why do we get so upset? Why do we get so distraught at the beginning of a relationship? Chances are it goes back to our childhood. If we weren't in a secure relationship and loved by our parents, and we weren't supported by them, trusting that they would be there, whatever, we will feel those same concerns that we're going to be abandoned again. Maybe we were abandoned. Maybe you were adopted. Maybe one of your parents died. Maybe your parents parted company and you were left with one parent, but you were feeling uncertain about the other one. You're abandoned. So that sense of, or maybe you were just told, if you don't behave, you're going to be sent away. All of those things can leave us feeling very anxious as children and not secure. We're worried about what will happen next. We're worried that whoever we meet is going to abandon us again. Now, we won't necessarily remember those events. We won't remember all the times we got told off for being late, for example. We won't remember the times when our parents were angry or cross or left us in the shopping centre and we felt that they'd forgotten us, even if it was a couple of minutes, or even if we were adopted and we felt that we had been abandoned. We won't remember those events, but our body will retain that memory of the hurt, the pain, the anxiety, and it will be of the same intensity. So I think it's good to remember and understand this, that, yeah, our body will hold those pains, and that is the reason why you will feel that. We also tend to go down a rabbit hole, don't we? If somebody says they can't meet us, we might end up with, for an event, we might end up going, well, they don't care about me, and then we'll say, well, they haven't bothered with me, they don't bother with me, and I'm feeling lonely and no one likes me. We can easily go down that rabbit hole. So I think it is just acknowledging and being compassionate with ourselves is the first step. And after that, I think it is a reality check. But we can't make that reality check. We can't do it until we settle our nervous system because it's become dysregulated. We aren't centered. We're feeling all those anxieties. So compassion is the first step. Allowing ourselves to feel that hurt, understand that hurt, finding coping mechanisms to settle our nervous system. And only then can we begin to rationalize and think it through and be more logical about it. I hope that's helped today. And if you've got any questions, do get in touch. I'm more than happy to answer anything that you might have on this particular subject. So bye for now. I hope you found this episode interesting as well as helpful. Do get in touch if you would like to learn more about working with me. My email address is info@wendycapewell.co.uk. Take good care of yourself. Until next time.